Hello everyone, it's Christine here and I'm back for our stitch along, and we are going to be doing an eyelet shape, or a shaped eyelet. So I was thinking last time I was going to do a triangle, but I'm now thinking maybe I will do an eye shape or a leaf shape. So I've got my friction marker and I'll just draw myself a little leaf slash eye shape. Try and get it. And so then we need to just do a running stitch around that. So I've just got my Pele thread, and so we do the running stitch just outside of where we have drawn our shape. Hope you're all having a great day or a great evening. Sunshine and a blue skies here. That sunshine just, makes you feel good, especially when it's not like hot, but not blazing down sun. It's beautiful, cool air. But when the sun is out, it feels lovely. If there was a better place to sit outside and stitch, I would definitely do that. But I'd have to take the little wobbly trolley out there, and then the camera stand, when I bump the trolley, would wobble as well. So I'm just inside, but I've got the doors open, can hear the birds, can hear the people going by on the walking track immediately behind the place we're staying. It's quite lovely. So I assume this running stitch that we do around the eyelets just helps to sort of stabilise the piece and delineate where we're going to put our stitches in. So it suggests we do this before we do the cutting out, which I'll be doing next. And I guess it's easier to stitch around when the fabric's sort of cohesive still. Okay. So now we need to put a snip in. I'll just fold mine over. Try not to snip the thread. Make sure thread is out of the way. And I'll put a snip in along the middle. Now you don't go all the way, and I guess I'll do probably that. Probably need to take it a smidge further up. And then whether I need to do another stitch further, not another snip further along. Let's just see if this will. No, I think that will work okay actually. Probably just need to take my snips either end a bit further along. Okay. And so then we want to turn the fabric flaps to the back and finger press them. I'll probably just do mine one by one, I think, because I'll just be working section by section. So I'll just, and then we need to overcast the eyelet, catching the flaps with the stitches. So I guess it's like the previous technique where we pop up through the hole. and start our stitches. Now I've got some little thready bits which don't really want to have those hanging around, so I'll just try and get rid of those before we start. Still got some thready bits annoying us. Go back to holding the fabric to the back. And so again, we're just wanting to put nice close stitches in neatly next to each other as best as we can. We can only do the best that we can. Now what am I doing at the back? Don't want to catch the thread. We're not doing blanket stitch. Just doing overcast stitch. And holding those bits of fabric to the back. Let me just adjust my thread so I'm not pulling it so far through. Okay. So again, just make sure you're holding your fabric back so that it's, oops, we've got a knot. We always get a knot. I think the tail's getting a little bit scraggly, so I'm just going to trim that tail off the thread. If you can see, it's got all sort of scraggly. That's the technical term, scraggly. Oops. Thread wants to catch everywhere apart from where I want it to go. Okay. Now I don't have to hold that bit of fabric down because it's all sort of anchored in place, so it's working pretty well. That's just Travis getting out of the beanbag to come and investigate the noises outside. I think it's actually just the neighbours getting ready to go somewhere. I think he thinks it's his papa home, but Travis, I don't think Papa's home yet. I think they'll still be coming down from the mountain. Yeah, it's not Papa Bobo. We call him Bobo, that's his nickname. I think it's what Alex used to call dogs when he was small and couldn't say dog. Or maybe just what his family's always called dogs. So that's Travis's nickname. Okay, now we're coming up to where the fold is. I'll just need to be careful that I kind of get the fold of the fabric sitting right here. And if your stitches are just sort of overlapping with them where you don't want them, you just sort of position them until you get them right. Now I think I'll start holding the next fold of the fabric. Yeah, I don't think you'd want to put any more little slatty little bits in because it'd be too hard to kind of hold them. So I think this was the right number. The little flaps. A cut at either end and a cut in the middle. Let's just check we're not getting a notch. Nope. Yeah, I've never thought to do my own eyelets before, so this has been a revelation. Always a bit scared to cut into fabric, but now I can cut in and know that I can do a nice little edging stitch. Now that one's just come fallen itself back a little bit too far. Let's see if I can just get it to sit. That's better there. Loose thread, but that will be okay. It'll be easier once the sort of flap's sitting caught by a few stitches. It will start to sit where I want it to sit. Still having to kind of hold it over. Hold the flap underneath, position the stitch, get the stitch to fall where we want it to fall, and we will get there. Don't know if it would be, don't think it would be any easier in a hoop. Maybe I just need to hold that thread there. Bit tricky because you're also got to hold onto the fabric, and yeah, the thread's just bit twisty. I'm just going to hold it upside down and let it do a bit of twisting around, see if that improves the situation. But I think it's actually just the natural folds in the thread from being wound up for a long time, being a vintage thread. Just keeps wanting to catch on itself. Okay, get that stitch to position there. So I'll just get to the end of this side, and then I'll let you sort of finish at your own pace. I'll pop a photo at the end of the video of the sort of the finished eye. Don't want it to be too tedious watching. Now, keep holding the fabric there. Like that. Again. So now the fabric's holding in place, which makes it easier. Just got to get the stitches to lay exactly where I want them to be. And avoid the, oops, sorry, just bumped the camera. Just got to avoid the thready little bits that are hanging around there. Just going to snip off those two little thready bits because they're annoying me. So yeah, they do suggest a tightly woven fabric, which this this cotton linen blend I think is. Let's Still some thready bits though, then I'm just going to get rid of those ones as well. Another stitch in there. Almost to the end. Let's just get this done to here, and then so there we go. That is what our eyelet leaf or eye will look like. So I'll just continue on and finish off doing exactly the same thing round and then just tying it off on the back. So I hope you enjoyed that one, and I'll pop a photo at the end of the finished piece. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye everyone.